Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So we got it done. What we've got here is we have Kid BUU with all buffs activated. So this is Kid BUU with maximum stats. I mean, I guess I scrolled through a little bit quick, but you guys could see it. All of the challenge HP has full HP, full defense, full attack, full everything. I didn't really activate any sliders to, like, a lot of people have been, like, challenging themselves to get the highest score, which is cool. I, like, just fell in love with the idea of beating this Kid BUU at his absolute maximum power. That's what I was looking to do. Now, I'd say this is definitely the strongest boss in Dokkan history. There's no doubt about it. Like, this guy right here, it is insane. Okay, so I tried a couple of different teams. I did a long video. It ended up being like a 2-hour-long video, trying out some different characters, trying out some different teams. It's really only Glorio, I think, that can do this. I don't want to say, it's impossible without him, or no, I'm not saying no shit like that, but I don't know. The problem with this fight, it's Kid BUU supers you for 9 million, you can get around that. His normals do like 4 million. You can get around that. What you almost cannot get around is the fact that Kid BUU heals 72 million HP per turn. Kid BUU heals 72 million HP per turn. 72 million. I am not exaggerating. I am not making it up. I'm not nothing. He heals 72 million HP every turn. That is the problem. It's so difficult to keep up with his healing. It's so hard. If not for Glorio just happened to have come out a couple of days ago, bro, I don't know. I don't know. Because now this run right here, my Glorio, that's him right there, has almost perfect RNG the entire run. I checked towards the end. He was like 21 supers out of 24 attacks. It's insane. And I think that's one reason why we're able to get it done. Now this, I guess, okay, I guess right now I'm recording this. I'm going to put this video probably right away, middle of the night. Oh my God, dude. Okay, my Fat BUU is built full offense. That 5 dodge, like that, we win only because of that 5 dodge, because Fat BUU gets killed again. So this is a run that we literally only got done from hidden potential system dodge. Now, to be fair, it's the 5 free dodge that Fat BUU has. My Fat BUU is full offense, additional and crit. So this event came out about 27 hours ago from the time that I'm recording this commentary. I did the missions, Universal Survival Saga, BUU Saga, wasn't really too challenging. And then we tested out Max Power Kid BUU. So I've done a lot of attempts. I don't know. It might have taken me maybe like 100 attempts or something like that. But a lot of the attempts did just die very quickly to STR Kid BUU. STR Kid BUU is definitely a very annoying fight. And we are rocking with a lot of like slot 2 type characters. So if we get like double Glorio plus like 17 in Golden Freeze turn 1, we have almost no chance of even living, right? I tried many different teams, many different setups. And it was just very frustrating because it's like, it's very difficult to keep up with Kid BUU's healing, which starts, once he loses 1 health bar, I think his healing starts. And you just see it. This is every turn. Boom. Just like that. It's so tough to keep up with that, especially considering he has a nullification, right? So AGL UI Goku, any additional supers he gets, any additional supers that Tech UI Goku gets as well, any additional supers that those two get are just blocked. That is a lot of damage that is blocked. The other thing, too, I just gotta say it, Tech UI Goku fucking sucks. I am so uninterested in ever listening to any talk about Tech UI Goku ever fucking again. I'm sorry. Now, so there's Fat BUU getting killed right there. I mean, we could look at it on the bright side. Fat BUU having this revive, I mean, his Ghost Usher is helpful towards the end. We'll go over why I decided to use Fat BUU once we get a little bit closer to the end. But I'm just so uninterested in listening to Tech UI Goku talk. I'm sorry. Tech UI Goku, like, if I had been streaming these attempts Tech UI Goku would have an impossible to repair reputation in this community, right? Because people tell me nonstop, oh my god, you drive discussion, you know, you hate a character and then everyone starts hating on him, you love a character, everyone starts loving him, and stuff like that. If I recorded these, Tech UI Goku would have no place. Like, bro, he died every single run. Every run, it's actually unbelievable. I could not, so, okay, once Kid Buu is fully built up, he's supering for over 9 million. I couldn't find a character to go on slot 1. AGL UI Goku is the only reliable slot 1 for this Kid Buu. Kid Buu hits too hard. By the way, this juggernaut of a character, they can eat Kid Buu's super attacks. They're so beastly, man. That 17 and Golden Freeze are able to survive Kid Buu. It's crazy. Again, remember, Kid Buu is super for 9 million. Now, we do attack debuff. Remember, Glorio has attack debuffs. Glorio has attack debuffs. A lot of times I was trying Tech Ultimate Gohan as well. Because I did have a couple of runs. AGL UI Goku has died to a normal before. Tech UI Goku's died to a normal before. I did allow Kid Buu to be attack debuffed because I just don't know. I don't know if this is possible if he can't be attack debuffed. I just don't know. I don't know. Because, like, right now, with the way I structured our strat here, as long as AGL UI Goku and Tech UI Goku dodge the supers, we're okay. They can eat a normal because the debuffs will allow us, even though they're 4+ million normals, you know, Glorio is going to keep them debuffed. So we can actually do that. And, like, that's actually, like, kind of like a sustainable run. But if any normal would kill, like, I don't know that this is possible. Because you have no character that can go in slot 1. It's just what it is. Kid Buu hits way too hard. AGL UI Goku could do it, and nobody else can. Now, well, okay, I do say that. There was another strategy I tried with Hal. I was brainstorming a little bit, because I was just so fucking frustrated with Tech. Dude, I swear. I should dig into my files. Every attempt I did a video file, I think it probably, a lot of it would have auto-recycled in the recycle bin. But the amount of Tech UI Goku, like, I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I gotta try something else. And Hal threw out the idea of trying, like, physical Piccolo and Nail and stuff like that. And it's just like, once, if we could just duct tape, band-aid it together to get to, like, turn 10+, Nail and Piccolo begin to get pretty solid. Nail was double-digit eating the super attacks from Kid Buu. It was pretty crazy. But it's so difficult to get through STR Kid Buu. I did like 15 attempts in a row, and I couldn't get through STR Kid Buu with like Piccolo, Nail, and like some of these other options. Again, I don't know of any other team that could even really attempt this. It's only, I'm so certain. Well, I don't want to say the word certain, but I think this is only possible because of Glorio. Like, that's it. Because we have 2 Glorios, each are supporting the entire team, right? And then each Glorio is doing massive damage, and they're debuffing Kid Buu, right? Like, I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. Daima Goku, I feel like, is pretty helpful. The thing that's good about Daima Goku is, of course, I mean, he's not going to take damage from normals, right? That's not a problem. But Daima Goku does have a dodge for the super attack, potentially, which we already saw Daima Goku dodge a super attack. There's a lot of other characters I tried. Tech Ultimate Gohan. Again, Tech Ultimate Gohan, it's getting to a point where he could tank Kid Buu's super. It's like, he needs to be, like, triple supering until, like, turn 20 before he could even do it or something like that. Like, I tried, man. Tech Ultimate Gohan, I had a number of runs end with Tech Ultimate Gohan dying in slot 3. Just getting supered and killed. We saw it with Fat Buu. At no point, I think, even at the very end of this, was I confident that Fat Buu would survive a super attack, by the way. At literally any point if Fat Buu got supered, he was dead. Right, so it's just very, it's tough. I've seen Glorio, by the way, tank Kid Buu's super attack. Remember, Glorio, you know, if he just does 1 super attack, he has 60% dodge, 2 super 70% dodge, 3 supers 80% dodge. Outside of, like, okay, I have seen Glorio get killed, though, even by Int Kid Buu. Like a really bad turn. There was runs where Glorio would super, and then normal, and then, you know, the next turn, I think, like, AGL UI Goku might have gotten killed by a normal or something like that. But it just gets very, very spooky. AGL UI Goku is just so broken. The fact that it's just simply, he does 1 dodge, and then he has 84% chance to dodge. That, it makes him the only reliable slot 1 in the game, I think, for Kid Buu. I couldn't think of any other character, any other strat, any other setup, really. I tried to get some characters in Janemba. I tried to run Janemba and Physical Super Easy Kid Buu together. I thought, like, you know, Janemba with double Glorio support and Kid Buu support and Big Bad Bosses up, like, we can do this. And it's just, like, Kid Buu just killed Janemba right through it. It just didn't matter. It's just, Kid Buu, with maximum buffs, he just hits so hard, you can't, there's nothing you can do except for dodge, right? Like, there's nothing, it's you know, again, if we made it to where we couldn't attack debuff him, there's no shot, dude. And it's like, once I started getting through here, like, again, notice the amount of, I don't know, how much damage do we do in this run? We must do literally we do billions of damage throughout this whole run, right? Because Kid Buu, every single turn, he just heals, like, he damn near heals over 1 billion HP, right, during this run, Kid Buu, right? So it just gets ludicrous. But you see, like, my Glorio, this was just a god luck run. Glorio just super, like, every single turn. So it's like, thanks to Glorio doing that. By the way, all the active skills I'm saving towards the end. So I had a run yesterday. I got Kid Buu, I was very frustrated. I was really bad. I got Kid Buu down to his last health bar, right? He was on his last yellow health bar. And it's just, it's very difficult to finish him off because it's like you start getting him real close and then he just heals 72 million HP. And it's just, it's difficult to get that finishing blow in. And in that run, I was, you know, nervous halfway through. Like, I just get a feeling like, oh shit, let's just, you know, use Glorio's active right here to get rid of one of these attacks, be safe, some stuff like that, right? But here, I was determined, like, I knew, like, I just have to save all actives until the very end. Like, I just have to be razor tight, and I have to just trust in the UI Gokus to dodge every single turn, right? I mean, there's nothing else to do. And I have to trust that Fat Buu is not going to get supered, and Daima Goku is not going to fail, and we could just save all the actives up, and then once Kid Buu gets close, I mean, Fat Buu's Ghost Usher can push his heal back a turn. Glorio, on the turn where he does his active, remember, Glorio gets, what is it, is it 30% attack and defense with every attack he does, or 50%? Whatever it is, like, the active counts too, so Glorio's damage is absurd on the active turn, which both Glorios do give us in this run. So, yeah, it was just brutal, man. I tried. I mean, I saw so much shit, man. Like, in Broly, you know, dying to normals, like, after Superin, like, it's just, like, you know, like, no character can pretty much stand in front of this guy. I mean, you know, like, the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks standby, of course, as elite as that is, that could do it, but the fight is too long. A character who I was considering giving a try to, but I didn't really get a chance. At this point, I just start getting nervous, man. Like, it's like, I'm telling y'all, I did so many attempts. I've been just doing, like, for hours, I'm just doing attempts. And it's like, this is the closest I've gotten in quite a while. I think this is the closest I've gotten since I woke up today. So I was just like, wow, I was just like, oh God, I just gotta like sit back and just pray, man. I just gotta pray that we're gonna be able to do this. But I was gonna try LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I did try an attempt or two. I think turn 1, we took a lot of damage, so I was able to go into standby with them right away on turn 2 to get me through the STR Kid Buu phase. But then Kid Buu killed them in their standby, just like, he just super and killed them in their standby. So I didn't really, because like, I think them doing, like, if they would get like 4 stacks per turn for a couple of turns and they have true type advantage, and then they get that extra 100% defense in slot 1, it's like, maybe, right? Maybe. But the problem, the reason this was so tough is, I mean, Glorio is safe in slot 3, right? There's other characters we could run who could potentially be pretty effective. But I just, getting a second slot 1 character besides AGL UI Goku is just, like, dude, I hope I have my breath held, like, every single time I do this rotation. Like, I don't know what like, it's just terrifying. It's fucking terrifying. Because this guy has died, he's died, you know, 50 plus times, Tech UI Goku. Almost, I feel like with this build, almost every run was a Tech UI Goku death. It was just, it's so rough. Another character who's really good for this is the Family Kamehameha Gohan. But, I mean, I was using him a lot towards the start, but he just kept getting caught. And it's like, there's a lot of characters who could be really good if HP is low, including that Gohan, right? If your HP is a little bit lower, is it under 77% or under 70%? One of the two. He gets 50% dodge, which is good. Because it's like, we'd be able to tank normals, no problem. And then if there's a super attack, like a cheeky slot 3 super, he has a coin flip to be able to actually live it. But he kept getting killed. And it's just like, the way this run goes, you're just sitting at full HP, and then Kid Buu either one-shots you or he doesn't. That's it. I think this is where I just really was like, I'm going to go for it. And it turns out to be a good... Yeah, this is it right here. This is the end of the fight. So I'm sitting here looking at Kid Buu have 4 goddamn health bars. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure with how good Glorio's been throughout this run, I can go for it right here. And I do start pummeling him with active skills. And luckily it works. We get very lucky. I mean, it's impossible to beat this without good luck. You're not going to beat this with average luck, decent luck, bad luck. You need perfect luck to beat this. Kid Buu is too strong. He does too much damage. He has too much defense. He has too much HP. His gimmick is too strong of the nullification and the healing. He's too strong. So you just need perfect luck the whole way through. What I eventually decide to do is that I will use Fat Boo's Ghost Usher right here. And we don't get Fat Buu on another turn. I think we kill Kid Buu on turn 19. So we don't actually get another turn with Fat Buu on rotation. So it ended up being the right decision. By the way, the whole time going through the event, notice I am hitting same type orbs just as much as humanly possible to try and get Dokkan attacks as much as we can. Remember, if for whatever reason we would super with a character, like the Dokkan attack goes through like the nullification, by the way. Right, like damage threshold, nullification, anything like that. Dokkan attack will just go right through it. So, and also I looked at that and I was like, if we use Fat Boo's Ghost Usher right here, we could get the Dokkan attack with Android 17 and Golden Frieza. Because remember, the attack pattern will be the same next turn, which it is. So then, bam, we could put Android 17 and Golden Frieza on slot 1, pop their active, giving them guaranteed crit. There's my goal, 23 million. I could have reset for a crit for Glorio on that, but I didn't want to do that. So then here we go. So now 17 and Golden Frieza are going to do a guaranteed crit Dokkan attack. And I believe, again, we just get perfect RNG towards the end right here. I think they quad super right here too. 17 and Golden Frieza. With their active up, these are guaranteed crits and they quad super. So they just do tremendous amounts of damage, right? They do about as much damage as Kid Buu heals by themselves. So then anything Glorio and Tekuai Goku does is just, you know, actual sticking point damage we can get. And then I was so pissed. I was so scared that, like, Tekuai Goku was going to get killed right here. Again, it's like I see that little... like, I don't know how to describe it. That little flash, and then it's just like Kid Buu is standing there. It's just so freaking terrifying, dude. And then Tekuai Goku, he is very helpful for this. Because those counters do add up to a lot of extra damage, right? Like, it's like, so. And then Glorio has a perfect, look at Glorio, man. Like, Glorio just gives me perfect turns. We got so lucky with Glorio. Like, not only is Glorio the best TUR by far, but he's like 2 levels above any other TUR. Like, Glorio actually is like a mistake character. Like, he legitimately feels like a mistake, Glorio. I actually cannot believe how good he is. All right, so there we go. There's the run done. I'd love to see... I'm sure someone else can do this. I don't know if you could beat this without the Glorio team. Kid Buu with max everything. Max HP, max attack. Like, any stats that buff Kid Buu are up. Every single one of them. I don't know of another setup that could do this. I'm sure someone could think of something, but eventually I just settled on it's got to be Glorio and it's got to be this build. I got pretty deep, like 30 turns in with Piccolo and Nail on a run, but I wasn't making much progress in terms of damage. I mean, I'm sure I could have done it, but this was definitely the toughest boss ever. This is one of the hardest things I've done in this game. This was crazy. It'll be interesting to see if they keep doing these burst modes in these, because this Kid Buu was ridiculous.